Sing in me, muse, and through me tell the story of those people skilled in all ways of contending, the Dragonlords, harried by fate and prophecy. Sing of the cities they saw, the minds they learned of distant peoples, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save their homes and lives of all Thyleans. Of these adventurers, muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time, lift the great song again. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oathsworn, Odyssey the Dragonlords, here on Neon Lights Roleplay. It has been a little bit, we took a little bit of a holiday break, start of the summer, so we hope you've enjoyed all of the summer festivities wherever you are in the world. But we're back here to crack right on into it. And so, without further ado, I am Turk, or Turk Accented, if it take your fancy, and I have the honor and privilege to continue being your GM for the evening. While I am going to be your primary storyteller, background voices, all the people in the heads, etc., there are a fantastic group of storytellers here around a proverbial fire, and I would love for them to tell you all about who they are and who they're playing tonight, what path their characters walk, but I gotta double check because I'm missing my first among introers tonight. So a quick shout out to Comrade Crash, who normally kicks this thing off for me. So we're actually going to jump over to Chrissy Crits. Kick us off. Please tell the people who you are, who you're playing tonight, what path they walk, and how you're feeling after last night's fight. Last night's fight. I don't know. You got into a fight last night. Tell us about that, but.
That was so much.
There were a few more things I think you missed.
Did I miss something?
I'm not sure. You tell me.
Who you are, who you're playing tonight, what path they walk, and how you're feeling after last time's fight.
Check. Okay, we got there. All right. There was a lot before that. Hi, I'm Chrissy Crits. I'm playing Jafera Adamus, a Medusa Warlock who's walking the path of the Haunted One. Yes?
Yes.
Yes. How are you feeling?
Oh, how am I feeling? I feel spectacular. I mean, a little stressed out, but technically she's fine. Maybe a little emotionally unwell, but that feels pretty average. My teammates aren't doing great. I'll let them explain that part, though.
Yes. Let's jump over to Sir Heckalot, if you know.
You do know. Hey, everybody. It's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen. And as per usual, tonight I am back with Calliope, the Siren College of Epic Poetry Bard, who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. We kicked some major ass last fight. It was awesome. And you know what? I should have fucking taken that other round from Gaius. He shouldn't have had it, and I should have done it. But it's fine. It just means we'll get to do it later. Maybe. We'll see. But it was a great combat. And, there's still adrenaline pumping. And, people to fucking stop from dying. So, that's how life he's feeling at the moment.
Well, that sends us over to last hit point hero. Or I guess
Hello and welcome. I am the out of hit points hero, and tonight I will be playing Threnos, the Siren sorcerer who walks the path of the Demi-Titan, but is currently sleeping off the difficult combat that just occurred. He doesn't feel nothing till he's conscious again, so once we get started, if someone would be so kind, that would be just swell. Over to Tony.
Oh, hi, I'm Tony. I'm playing Eliana Legide, the High Elf Prophecy Cleric who walks the path of the Gifted One. I'm currently also dying. Dear God. I'm crippled in the current game. Holding on for dear life. But that's enough of me. Let's go over to Cornell.
Hello everyone, it's me, Corndog McGraw. I'm playing Borghild Holharn, who's a human Amazonian ranger, and she's the path of the lost one. Yep. And not a hair is out of place on her head. She's just fine. Not a bruise, not a scratch, nothing. But she's about to start shoving her berries in people's mouths.
Won't you normally get your automaton friend to do
You mean
that?
the one that you crunched? That I haven't had time to rebuild yet?
Oops.
Also phrasing.
No shitting in the mouth this episode. Just feeding people my berries.
It's been taken away.
You hurt me.
Your shitting in people's mouths privilege has been taken.
Speaking of hurting people, where we last left off, the group was leaving the Isle of Yonder, reconnecting and making their way out before a great fleet began to assail them. Adding to this situation, they were then attacked by a child of Sidon, one of the other ones that's less good than your child of Sidon, who's altogether a very nice person. Even further complicating this was all of a sudden, Commander Gaius came in and dropped down a bunch of Minotaur soldiers. Hi. But where does that leave us? Yes, I remember. You were in a massive storm. Let me just call up some music here because this will not be fun. And as I recall, I need to keep going on order here. But first off, Threnos, in the order that is private to me as you choose, start me a death saving throw.
No!
It can be private, it can be public, I don't know, it's up to you. I'm here to support you in whatever means of deceasement you are preferable.
Well, I don't know how to send it to just you there, so I'll send it here. You know what? The first one can be public. That's fine.
Yeah, what's the harm?
Well, there's that.
Uh-oh. Don't like that.
It wasn't a 1.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a 1.
Storms continue to crash and pull and toss all around. As Bulldog is about to make his move, another wave comes careening. I need everyone who is still conscious and capable of doing so to make an athletics check.
I just roll around limp on the deck.
Yes, you are unfortunately unconscious and quite, but if you wouldn't mind rolling for Bulldog, that would be very lovely.
We're on the slip and slide.
I'm trying to run at anyone who is unconscious.
Oh, everything is so small on the screen. I'm playing on 2 screens.
You're all good, don't worry. You're in a new setup. Those who don't know,
Yep, I'm on my
cool
portable setup. I'm in the fucking mountains right now, for those of you that don't know.
Bullbug sucked. 10.
Alright, still looking for a Folon
Yeah, I'm
and a
working on it.
Steros, if I can get it.
17 as
Oh,
well.
hey, good job, Folon.
He's doing things. Oh my god.
Hey, I do need to go through, and this is me public admitting, I need to give your companions a little upgrade as you all hit certain checkpoints as well, so. Bulldog, I don't know. Bulldog's pretty fucking strong as it stands, but
Folon is not.
Folon needs some help. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give a quick little roll of Steros myself fast. Oof, okay, maybe it was best I didn't. But those of you who failed, please move 15 feet to the right.
Is there supposed to be something on the screen that isn't just the gif of the ship wiggling in the water?
Whoopsie doopsies.
Help.
I am so sorry.
Alright, wait, what was the DC?
15.
Oh, okay.
So if you didn't beat a DC 15, please move 15 feet to the right.
So, is this an OSHA-approved ship, and there's a nice safety rail that's got me hugged right against the side, or, Dang it. Somebody zip-tied it closed.
Everyone capable of seeing what's going on here?
Yeah, but I don't wanna.
As a massive wave careens over the ship, most of you are able to hold down and stand your ground as Katamanistokos keeps trying to pull control through this storm, shouting, "You might want to get below deck! He can't knock me off, but I can't quite sail us through this safely!" And that's when your eyes are pushed to the front of the ship, where it's seeming pretty freshly clean of all your friends. Yes, hi.
Hi, yes. I would like to pretend I'm John Smith from the movie Pocahontas and tie a rope around my waist in attempts to dive in to rescue someone that has fallen overboard. Especially if we are still going forward with this momentum, they would be coming backwards towards us.
Mm-hmm.
You got hit with a wave going sideways. It is a storm-tossed sea, but I will allow you to do that as your turn. And which, unless we have any Bulbug or Folon wants to do, I'd say you can do right now.
Oh, I mean, Bulbug would definitely be running to the side to throw a rope or something.
Absolutely. So I'll move Bulbug over here with a movement and some lengths of rope and wood as things to grab onto. Absolutely. Cost themselves over. I think Folon will be there to support and help reel anybody in if Bulbug were to catch any fish. But, Borkilt, you're going to jump in.
Yes, with I'm gonna make sure that Steros is holding onto this rope ever so tightly before I run away. Or one that's attached to the ship would be preferred, but if it's just like, hey, this is a rope, hold this, I'm gonna run.
Toss a rope. Just toss a rope at the 20-fingered man, and yeah. If you want to jump in and hit, the oars aren't there in this situation. They would have been pulled in, so it's absolutely clear on the sides.
All right,
I thought you make like a jump
and try to find someone.
Why don't you make me an athletic check and a perception check? See how you're faring in the waters here.
Could I also let go of an Amazonian battle cry as my bonus action?
I believe you're still maintaining one, actually.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, yep, I am, totally.
You didn't get hit by anything, so you wouldn't have lost concentration if you didn't want to drop it. We're kind of picking up right as we left off. It's felt like 4 weeks.
Yeah,
actually.
I'll look for either any of them or anything in the sea that might be a beast that
Sure.
I could coach.
Give me some rolls and let's do it.
What am I rolling?
Athletics to see how you're swimming, and then perception. But it's going to be a disadvantage because of the difficulty of the moving water and the darkness.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Do you need to
dare
re-roll
do
that?
to my perception? Fuck that.
Jumping in, you immediately find yourself in very rough conditions, trying to control your movement and not be battered about. A sudden current almost pulls you, and you feel that rope dig into your clothing and wrap around your body tight, as you are unable to fight against the rapid pulls and currents. In there, it is madness. Water, white surf, and salt sting your eyes. And below, you see a lot of movement, constant shifting bodies of water or creatures or people. It is hard to tell.
Do my companions also have mariner's armor on them, or are they just sinking?
No one has mariner's armor but you.
Okay.
Where they go, you don't know. But I will say, if you want to continue on with Calliope and Defera, if you want to go to the side and look for your friends,
Yeah, definitely.
give me a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh. Defera, you get to the side and have to actually actively fight the push of and surge of the ship to avoid falling over as you lean, desperately searching the horizon. I'm actually going to come back to you in a second, but I'm going to ask what's going through your head. As Calliope, you also join and watching the waves toss and turn over each other, forming and suddenly churning and creating massive splashes of water out towards you. Clearly an unnatural storm rocking the ship to and fro. You see no bobbing head, no, familiar shock of hair or, flashing metal on the top of the surface here. I will ignore that, don't worry. Steros is the one to then help begin reeling in Borghild, and Borghild, with that, you'll kind of be returned. Starts reeling you in. This would be a terrible place for you all to die just yet! he yells, and Manasokos again. I don't know if there's anything we can do! You need to get below deck! It's for your own safety! And another wave begins to form heading towards you all. You can try and stick around, make another save, and potentially get knocked off yourselves, or head below deck.
How tall is this place?
Taller than the Ultros. You die if with luck. I'm trying to Ultros is a 3-deck ship. Each of those is tall enough to accommodate a very large person like Pythor. So the ship itself is probably 40 to 50 feet tall, but that will bounce in and above the water. The mast itself probably goes up another 50 or so feet. So you're talking about 100+ foot waves.
Okay.
It's a perfect storm because it's artificial. It's deep water waves.
Can I do something particularly dumb and try to open my eyes up underwater?
I did kind of include that as part of your perception check. Unfortunately, with the roll, it was just blistering and difficult to see. And even then, it's dark water. You're under cloud cover. It is getting towards the end of the day anyway, so visibility is incredibly low. What's the call?
Because I was going to try to cast Locate Object on any one of their armor. And then I was going to hope with the next one, if I knew where they were and I could potentially see them because of that, try to command them to approach the ship. Because approach is one of the things you can do to summon someone closer to you.
They have to be conscious, I believe.
Fuck tits!
But, do you want to cast Locate Object?
Yeah.
Just whose armor in particular? Any... Currently, Leo, Eliana, and Threnos are all overboard.
I'm probably going to cast it on Eliana, just because I've talked with her more than I have Leo or Theranos. And I probably remember what her clothes look like the best.
Fair. Everyone was pretty naked when you met them.
True.
So,
I'm not casting it on boobs, I'm casting it on arm.
Absolutely. Locate object, that should just give you a general pulse for where that is without needing to see it. And you do get a sense it's in the water and moving away from you in a different, at a pretty quick clip. Not just descending, but rather moving. So you get direction of movement being kind of slight decline. I'm actually going to cut the battle music here as we kind of go into puzzle mode. We just chill in the sounds. A slight decline, but away from the ship.
Well, since I've been pulled up, Hey, no. Sidon, no.
Sidon has entered the chat.
I'm gonna head below ship and be like, hello? Or below deck. Hello, is there any god that can pull someone out of a raging sea on this ship? Hello? Or maybe 3 someones. Potentially more because there's a big wave coming, and I'm just going to hustle my way down the stairs and just start screaming for help.
Okay, here's what Calliope is gonna do. She is going to take one of the many coils of rope that are probably on this deck somewhere, sling over her shoulder, is going to, spread her wings, jump upward, and cast Dimension Door straight up 500 feet.
Okay.
I want to keep eyes. It's like, if I can go taller than these waves, I'm going to do it.
Absolutely, you get above, but even at like above the wave level, it's blistering winds and difficult as your feathers catch. It's going to be hard flying, but staying above and in the air, that still is the question of what the people on the ship are going to do. Because y'all are able to kind of like resist and be hardy because you're heroes of legend. Your standard crewmen might not be able to withstand these if they're out there on the deck. As it stands, they're bailing water as they can because they're waiting for y'all to come back down below deck. So, Jafera, what's up?
I think it would be safe to say that everybody normal should be below deck. But I have serious doubts that Folon and Bullbug wouldn't tie a rope to one or the other and Bullbug dive in like was just attempted.
Honestly,
I think that is exactly what they would do.
Give Bullbug an athletics and a perception check.
I'm not saying it will go well, but I'm saying that's probably what would happen. So, athletics is a number 20.
Very nice. And perception with the
13.
Unfortunately, Bullbug's not able to catch sight of anything in the dark water, but he's not storm-tossed around and is able to swim and kind of maintain enough that he is able to comfortably re-enter the ship or continue to swim out if he wants to. But there is a wave coming, and it's going to crash. So, Defera, what's going on with you?
Yeah, I have a slight question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do 2 things? Or can I try one and then pending, can I do another?
I mean, hit me.
So Defera is going to do a possibly dumb thing.
Hell yeah.
And yell out to either Lutheria or Sidon.
Interesting.
In an attempt to get their attention and to barter.
Keep chatting.
Say it again.
What do you say?
She is going to yell out. Ooh, I have to think about my words. Ooh. Okay. So she's going to yell out, "Tell me what you want, and I'll see what I can do about making it happen. But bring them back to the ship."
you are going to hear a deep and bellowing laugh across all of this storm and blunder as thunder cracks, and not the full face of Sidon, but rather his son, who you saw in like full, almost spectrally storm form. You savaged my father's temple, and now beg his forgiveness. I knew you were weak-willed, but I had no knowledge of the depths that you would sink to. And as he pulls his hands up, a large, final, almost culminating wave. My father might not be able to sink the ship, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Let me send you to a new depth. And he laughs as he forms part of it and will begin to crush down onto the ship. Calliope, this ship almost touches your toes, even high up in the air. Everyone who's still on board and not in the water, I need an athletics save. Athletics check. Yeah, words, but you know what I mean. If you're not below deck, you're...
Okay, full on. Good job.
All right, getting some high rolls. Okay. Give me a hot second. Okay, cool. So, for those of you who got... well, Bulbug's fine. Bulbug's in the water, but unless Bulbug's coming back onto the boat, in which case, either way, both of them succeed, so they'll take half of this. Let's try... 41. Bludgeoning damage. So half if you succeeded, as water, instead of pushing, pounds into the ship and attempts to smash. The wood seems to groan, but like restrain itself with magical protection as the culmination of water hits and rolls over the boat. But after feeling submerged in the waves, those below deck panicking, Borghild, as you see and water just stream in through all the portholes that weren't properly fully closed down. From there, the wind slowly abates. The ocean calms, and all that's left is the quiet groaning and moaning of the ship.
Defera jumped in the water. She was gonna flip off the guy anyways and jump in the water no matter what. So, she's gonna attempt to find the first human body she can, hoping for one of her comrades.
Sorry, I had to send some messages. Going in as the ship kind of slows to a stop ahead of you. Make me a perception check to look about.
Yep, I'm flying up there. I'm looking around. Bird's eye view.
Absolutely.
15.
15, all right. And then can I get one from Calliope as well?
7.
7. Unfortunately, some cloud cover, I guess, still up there.
Not to push anything, but did you want another roll from me?
If you want to send it to me.
Alright. I think I know how to do this time.
Also,
if it calms down, I'm also gonna jump back into the water with my fancy.
That's to everybody.
Ooh, spicy. That's not me.
That's 2 fails and I'm scared.
Can I cast Locate Object again once I hit the water to see if I can find anyone?
Sure.
Probably Eliana again. Just trying to find her.
Within 1,000 feet. Don't detect anything this time.
Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna start swimming the direction that they were pulled.
I mean, you do have a boat.
That feels like it's gonna take a long time to get it turned around.
Ah, boats are very fast at moving. Certainly faster than swimming. But I will point out that Defera, your eyesight in the water, kind of bobbing and going under and opening your eyes as it is, you're able to detect. Looks like maybe a small school of fish, maybe a dolphin. It could be a shark. Hard to tell, but something is making its way towards you.
Let me touch him.
No.
No, because I can see through
Might
their
not be,
eyes.
friend.
Yeah, I mean, she's only swimming as far as she can hold her breath to do so. It's not like she has any special ability, so she's gonna keep swimming until she feels like it will be problematic and she would need to turn around. I think at this point she just doesn't know nor has any idea of how quickly they were dropping. So she's assuming they're probably still close to the top of the water. Ish.
So, staying on top of the water, anyone in the water?
But she's
Bulbug
like
would
in it. I'm
be
just saying.
Yeah, Bulbug's in there, absolutely, yeah.
I'm gonna go in the water to find a creature that I can then look through the eyes of.
At the moment, after a storm, it's a little hard to find one. But the crew is now beginning to exit the ship after the last leavings of a storm. And they will begin, looking everything over, expecting having to do a lot of work, surprised that there's not left, and see people in the water and throw, rope and flotation out and flotsam out to catch you in case you want to get back onto the boat. There's a general call to, bail out a lot of water. The Eltros has taken on a lot of water, but hasn't really lost any of its. It hasn't. It's sat a little bit more in the water. Thank you, buoyancy. It's sitting a little bit deeper, but it's still you wouldn't be surprised if the third deck is definitely flooded again. If you have another, a petrified person down there, might want to check on them, but you don't. So.
Oh, dude, where the hell's our Lutherian friend?
Well, who's back on the boat?
Okay.
We have 2 people out. You got 2 people in the water, 1 person in the sky. You have no kind of in-character viewpoint here to start checking on that front. But, I mean, if you're just going to be constantly looking around in a state of fraught and panic,
I'll hop back on the boat and start pitching water, but...
Working your way back up. Defera, are you remaining in the water?
I mean, I'm remaining in the water until I see something that is not a friend. Yeah, if I don't see any of my friends, she's going to start... I mean, I'm assuming that this is enough time to where she's, taking a deep breath, going down, coming back up, taking a deep breath, going down. I don't know how much time is necessarily passing.
It is exhausting work doing that. Having done my lifeguard training and having to do the beach crawl sort of things. Flashbacks. But coming back up at one point, As you're going down again, you see that form that's coming closer now appears to almost be a woman, a butterfly kicking her way towards you before you realize she has a back half of a fish.
Mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna shout that to whoever's around me. I don't know if I can shout 500 feet into a dimension door. But
Well, I probably decreased altitude since the storm subsided more, but like
I'm just gonna shout that we have visitors. I don't know if friend or foe, but have fish, and then I'm going to swimming back to the boat.
Pace getting back onto the boat is assisted by the crew, but eventually that mermaid does kind of pop her head back out about where you were, just kind of bobbing in the water, looking kind of like counting the faces, and eventually the full head rises. Another ship out from the storm. It's a very lucky day.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Question: have you seen like bodies in the water?
Thank you, Borghild.
We were able to save some of the sailors that came from the other boat.
How about this one?
We didn't find any from your boat. We brought in all of the ones we found over to the other ship from Odyssey.
You guys know what that place is? Because I don't know what that place is.
that sounds familiar, but it's like
It's been a while.
My-
Odyssey
somewhere in
is
my-
is the other major city
Uh-huh.
beyond Mitros and Astoria in the on your mainland here.
Uh-huh.
Kind of known for their warrior monks and also being in a bit of rivalry with Mitros.
Let's see.
Some of you are from that area, and would of course know that immediately. And like they're famous for their warrior monks, and living very stoic lives outside, but the upper crust is very indulgent in private. But yeah, she kind of cocks ahead. Did you lose anyone?
We've
Yeah.
lost at least 3.
Oh my. The other crew did look quite perplexed at some that we brought up. Oh no. Oh, storm and stars. Oh. Well, I suppose the good news is they've already paid for the rescue of your friends. The bad news is they've gone in likely a different direction than you now. They escaped on an easier path. From the storm, that is. But, and some other mermaids gather and quietly are like speaking to one another. We'd be happy to guide you to your friends. For a small price, but
What's the price?
and one of them kind of brings out a small little like shell abacus sort of thing. A 50 person. We're taking you off because we messed up. 75 gold pieces. In jewels, if possible.
I'm pretty sure we have hold on. Gotta look at the inventory.
I'm positive you have more than 75 gold pieces.
Yeah.
We definitely do. Defera has 600 plus on her person, so
Great.
I have 5.
I'll share with Borghild.
If that's agreeable, we'll begin, and you can follow us.
Yes. I'll chip in an extra gold piece if you can tell us the descriptions of the people that you've rescued so far while we go.
Well, many land people who were wearing similar colors of clothing. I believe that yes, there was a siren, which I found very strange. We thought them more buoyant peoples, but and then the bulky one and the heavy armor. Well, two of them. Almost charged them double for the recovery. The second one was laden with spears. Beyond that, a number of shield-wielding people, which made the recovery quite difficult. It's hard to get a grip when someone has a shield tied to their back. But returning them to the folk, it seemed the type, and so we found folks wearing shields and one extra, and just figured the harm in returning their siren to the flock that we assumed they all came from. We are very sorry.
No, we're grateful that you collected them.
They were all alive, right?
Yes, we ensure that they are, at the very least, safe and going to survive the rescue.
As Calliope's like floating back down to the ship. So I don't mean this question to be rude. Is this just like what you all do? Or do you just wander amongst the ocean and find people in trouble? I mean, it's pretty awesome. I'm just curious.
I mean, many ships don't normally come out this way. Those that do are coming for a good reason, we assume, laden with treasures and kind folk, and in doing so, we hope to earn some of that.
It's understandable.
Safer routes are less treacherous, and so we provide the service here. Don't see no reason why someone should meet their end at a watery grave.
Do you find that Sidon disapproves of your methods?
Or
what are your thoughts on him? Just encountered his kids?
The Lord of Storms throws wave after wave, but cannot truly reach below the surface very often. He supplies us with much bounty and time, as well as the Lady of Dreams, but we owe no allegiance to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
We've explored the cities and places they've sank, and have made homes there. But we don't believe that was done out of kindness, the kindness of their heart.
Likely not.
But if we've satisfied your questions, we could take you on your way.
That would be great.
Then follow.
Can I insight check them when they say then follow? Just getting a vibe of, did we just happen across some miraculous worker mermaids and we love them now and they're wonderful and altruistic? Or did we stumble upon some people who are going to delete us from this world?
Sure.
Are they gonna have us follow into like
are
They're
they
going to
being,
take
like,
all the
dragged
way
around
to the
or,
Tower
like,
of Cracks, back into that fleet.
Sidon's
Yeah.
toe?
where are the rocks?
24. So, Yeah, you got 24 on that insight check, so
Holy shit.
damn.
Okay,
You
no.
detect that there is probably a little less altruism and a little more capitalism in this, like they're storm chasers sort of thing. And
Storm chasers and also ambulance chasers.
they are also the ambulance. They're like the tow trucks that wait on the side of a highway that they know that like a bridge is going to be frozen.
They're just running a scheme. They're scheming.
Look, if you refuse to pay them, they'd probably still tell you the direction because they felt bad, but they'd be dragging the ship the whole time. They'd be pulling in the opposite direction and slowing you down.
I will happily accept their help.
So you'll have to sail through the night.
Okay. I'm doing just fine, so.
But the course you've been blown around on, inadvertently pushing your crew to go extra hard to escape the course, eventually seems to be guiding you towards, from the reports of the crew, another constellation. Which I should actually return to so I can tell you accurately. Ugh. What is my brain? Anyway. Yes. Let me jump y'all over here. Because two things are going to happen. First, I will say you've confirmed that you're heading towards the constellation of the Centaur. And secondly, we're going to jump from this group over to the others. Eliana and Threnos, you begin to awaken on the side of a ship. Change up a little bit. You hear the bustle and movement of crew around you, and likely assume for a moment you've returned to the Ultros, but the colors painted on the deck and designs and work of this are clearly not the same, as an older man seated on a barrel stares at both of you. Ah, you're finally awake.
How dare you?
You got caught in that storm too.
You've been waiting to use this. I know it.
Where are we?
You're on my ship. And you're safe. Mermaids coughed you up, but you cost me all a pretty penny.
Where's our ship?
Well, that's what I'd like to know. What ship are you sailing on? And how would you be mad enough to come out this deep?
We were on the Ultros.
I'll allow myself that laugh. But now to the point. No more fairy tales. What ship do you serve on? I do not wish to bind you, but I will if necessary. I cannot risk the proving being jeopardized by two unknowns. The third one of you has already agreed to assist, and so we'll go without questioning for now.
Fucking Leo.
I love him. I love him so much.
It's the Ultros. Have you not heard the words around for the last week?
The last week. We've been carefully selecting and sailing from Arisia to the Isle of the Scorpion. I have not had time for your petty news. What, some Western plot? Some Mitrian political move to try and gain larger sympathy by recreating the Ultros?
No, it's bringing the Ultros to sail to figure out ways to stop the Titans with the whole Oath of Peace coming to an end soon.
He stares at you.
Stick.
Seems to try and read your face and know your mind, and you don't try to lie to me. It's true. Interesting. We know the oath is ending. All the more reason that this proving must be successful. And if you are who you, by association, claim to be, I will allow you to remain on shore until your friends come to claim you, assuming they have survived. If they do not, and the proving is completed before you are claimed, we will bring you back to the mainland. You may try to stop the end of the Oath of Peace and protect the city of Mitros in your own way.
Not to sound rude, you went from being quite suspicious and non-believing to happy to help.
I help in the way that does not inconvenience myself and my students. Take you from the island we are currently at back to Arisia would bear no weight on me.
Sorry, a lot has happened in a very short time. Students, the proving, island you're going to.
Island we are at.
Do you have a way to get a message out?
I do.
We have a messenger bird that will return to Arisia. From there, you are free to wait till some proper messenger bird can be sent to wherever you desire, I suppose, or pay for a spellcaster.
That's fine.
Unnecessary.
That's fine. I forgot. Why don't you just send a message to them?
You said this was what island?
Scorpion Island. We are disembarking. You should collect yourself and join us all once you have set. He'll rise and get up and then kind of walk to the side of you two and just kind of whoop over the side of the boat, and you'll hear a light splash.
So what do we tell him, Eliana?
Tell who?
I mean, I don't know. I'm very never mind. We follow him?
I don't see a need to.
And we have to be somewhere. I can't imagine they will want us to stay on his ship at all.
Well, let me get this message out to friends. And thank Christ I still have 1/3 level spell slot. And
Do you have it?
I do. I have kept that.
God
thing
bless.
prepared.
On my Thursday campaign, I have it, and I was like, it sucks not having this found. This game's dumb without it.
25 words or less. It's gonna end up going to Calliope. Threnos, Leo, and I are fine. We are on Scorpion Island with some... I forget the fucking name of the people already. My brain ain't catching it. It's like Arisian?
Yeah.
God, did it. With Arisians. They are here for something. Waiting. It's either 20 or 25, but bam, there it goes.
Yeah, that was 21 words, so you're fine. I'm kind of
Yes, nailed it.
So
was I, but off screen.
Well, you can only see like a couple of my little thingies up on the screen. But anyway, okay, Calliope will respond. Like, you can respond with sending, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank God you're alive.
That's one of
Good to
them.
know where you are. How long will you be there? Glad you're safe. That's also
Well, I can't respond.
It's fine. I didn't think about that, and I don't think Calliope would have either. Okay, and I will communicate that to the rest of the group. It's like, they're safe. They're going to Scorpion Island? I think I remember seeing that on the map somewhere.
Do you need to send them a message again? Because I could send one to Leo.
Only to Leo?
Technically, Leo, you, and a character that's not with us anymore. So I suppose if Turk would allow me, I could upload a character, but I can only have 3 names in my book at a time.
Yeah, of course. You could change that.
Okay, then Eliana. Technically, only do 3 right now until I get a little bit buffer. I can add more names, and she'll pull out a very waterlogged book of shadows. And it allows me to cast Sending without expending a spell slot. But only to those people.
Only to those people. Hey, that's pretty awesome.
He's gotta be one of those folks.
It's like those like old cell phones that only they're absolutely for
the Parent Trap ones where you could only call your parents and that was it.
Diary of a
your
little
parents,
kid looking
the
at
school, and maybe a bus driver.
Exactly.
Well, I think generally we know where they are. I'm not sure how long they're gonna be there. So time is probably of the essence, but.
All right. I'll go ahead and send Leo. Hey guys. We are on our way. Hang tight. We didn't die either. Hooray. I'm going to glance over at Calliope. Should I say anything else?
Always like to think this functions as an open line.
Okay.
Should I say anything?
How long will you be there?
I love the sending spell so much.
That's all.
Oh, it's so good.
I look at Eliana. Did they answer?
They did. They asked a question about how long we're staying here, and I can't answer.
Oh, where's Leo?
I imagine he's somewhere on the ship cleaning.
I think Eliana, you can technically, or no, I guess I sent it to Leo. Just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Just kidding. Unless Turk will allow me to retcon that, but
we need to
either way,
find
the
Leo
point is,
anyway.
the message is sent. You guys know what's happening.
I mean, y'all, if the two of you who are on the Arisian boat want to like stand up and look around, you can see you are docked just off of a shoreline.
Did he say the third one already agreed to help him?
Mm-hmm. Typically, Leo does that.
Yeah. Well, we need to go find him at least.
Well, you see three older-looking men, all with one of them you recognize sitting around a fire on the shoreline.
I'll head down to them and see if they know where Leo went. Or do we want to check the ship first?
I just call his name out.
Leo!
I will just like yell out, Leo!
You don't hear anything. No reply.
Damn it, Leo. You on a goddamn beach or something.
Big
just-
Leo energy.
Go down and ask them if they've... Excuse me. One last thing. You said there was a third. Big guy, kind of simple, very nice.
Yes. I mentioned he agreed to help.
Right.
He is,
Which way did he go?
He's with the students on the proving. I know not which way they have gone. I know their goal. But I do not know this island as many others do.
So, he has students. He's on this island doing something to help, and that's all you know? Just clarifying, my head is full of seawater.
Then you should sit.
I'd rather find my friend.
Venturing on this island alone is treacherous.
Not overly concerned about that here, and check my hit point total in an hour or so.
Then I would suggest you sit and rest and regain yourself. Only death can be found through haste.
Eliana, should we just hang out for an hour, or? I know you're a little stingy with the healing magics, but we could catch up. Look, we all know you can cast healing. And you do when it gets you closer to stabbing something.
First of all, it's called a strategy.
I
Second,
neither disapproving nor disagreeing. I'm just wondering if we want to skip an hour or not.
I don't have much left. But I can do this. And you get 17 back. Because my healing vapor's adding my wisdom modifier again. And then I get 23.
I have all but my most powerful spells right now. We want to get a head start?
Probably.
Do I still have all my other stuff?
You know, all your other stuff. Like all your other like physical thing, like nothing's been taken off of you. You haven't had
Okay.
anything off your person.
Okay, so I still got a staff of thunder and lightning and all the rest, so...
You do. So there is the other half of your party.
Well, how far away are they? Did they say, Eliana?
Did they DM?
Did you party?
No. We don't
any
know
of us
how
look
far we
smart
are.
enough
How
to
the
Oh
fuck are
shit!
we
Wait,
allowed?
I thought he was talking about Leo, not the rest.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
Man.
Oh, no, the rest of them. So let's
There-
assess where we're at right now. They know where we are. We do not know where Leo is. It's safe to assume that he's closer to us than them. It would make sense for us to try and find him rather than wait for them to find us.
I mean, we could not have been too far away from this island. Storm hit. If the mermaids brought us here.
Storms can carry ships far, and who knows how long we were unconscious for.
Long enough to rest.
How about just a gentle excursion? If it seems like it's going to be rough, we just be prepared to run sooner than we would otherwise. What do you think?
It works for me. Oh, fucking balls.
Maybe if you had more practice.
Oh, I can find plenty of practice. If you're willing to volunteer.
I know, because I know you, that was snark, but yes, I will practice for you casting more healing magic on me. And I go over back to the campfire of weird old men. My friend and I have discussed it. We don't know when our friends are going to be here. We don't know what kind of shape our other friend is in. We care for him enough that we're going to at least try to go in his direction. Do you mind telling us where he went?
They motion. It is not for us to know.
You said that he knew his goal. Do you not know his goal?
We do. Would you like some tea?
Would I like some tea?
They have one of them is holding a kind of container of water over the fire and will begin pouring it into small cups.
I glance over to Eliana. They want us to have tea.
It is good tea.
I'll be right back. Head back over to Eliana. Look, I'm worried we're gonna go on some kind of spirit journey thing if we drink whatever they've got. I don't know why, but I'm getting those vibes very hard right now.
It's just reminding me, like, you just took like 100 hits of peyote. You're gonna see some shit and die.
I mean, would you really be surprised if Leo went out tripping with a bunch of other young warrior types?
This makes perfect sense. This is evidence for...
Leo would do this high or not.
No, yeah, they probably just assumed he was.
It's like when you
Damn.
go to like a dog and like, hey, you want to go for a ride? And you just get super excited, like, yeah, let's go.
Leo's just out here trip sitting, okay? Like,
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
can't be angry at Leo.
Always up for a good time.
He's got a big fight with his great nephew by or whatever guy's connection to him is.
I mean, I'm not necessarily. How do I word it? I've been in a trance before from.
I just
medicinal.
I'm not in a habit of waking up unconscious in a boat I don't recognize and then sharing tea with strangers around a campfire. You know what? If it gets us closer to Leo, should one of us drink the tea and the other make sure everything's okay?
Sure. If you want to be. You should do it. I'm more used to my own form of specific mixtures.
I mean, some of the other sirens would, but I've not tried something like that before. So maybe your experience would be more helpful in this situation.
Well, it is the first time for everything, Threnos.
Okay. Let's make sure it doesn't get out of hand.
Oh, don't worry. I'm used to dealing with those who aren't in complete control of themselves.
I return to the campfire.
They're all calmly sipping out tea as you return.
Guess I am gonna try some tea.
One of them holds out a cup they already poured for you.
Cheers.
If you wish. Then one of them offers a cup towards you.
I
Clink.
clink and sip some tea.
Pretty bitter.
Yep.
But other than that, warm herbal water.
It's just hot leaf juice.
How dare you?
This is underwhelming.
Were you expecting something grandiose?
Honestly, I don't know what to expect at this point anymore. I'm kind of in a prepare for the worst mindset at the moment.
Being prepared for everything would explain the tension and the fear you presented thus far.
Our friend is gone and I nearly died. I feel like I'm presenting an appropriate reaction.
Your friend will be as he will be. You have to have some trust.
I trust him just fine, but I would rather be with him and trust him. It's not him I don't trust. It is a place called Scorpion Island.
It's earned its name, but
That's not helping my side of this.
So it is full of scorpions?
sit, have some tea. You are concerned and you must calm yourselves, and perhaps in time we will explain. And as you settle in, I will note the area around you is surprisingly flat. Kind of a grasslands with some scrub. The only really thing that's breaking the horizon here is in the distance is a large black like obelisk tower.
Is that where he went?
No.
Look, and I will embark in my most persuasive possible argument, beyond with what last HP will come up with. Do my best to persuade them to just tell us what I want to know.
I mean, do you want to do like a little insight to figure out how you should play this?
No, I just want to roll a straight
roll
persuasion. See if it gets me anywhere.
Go for it.
But
13's pretty good.
not when it's a 5 the dice.
I don't know. Like, could you argue that since you're using your voice, like you might
Oh,
be able
yeah,
to get
that's
advantage
right.
on that?
This is definitely my voice, and that is a racial trait. So I don't need to argue. I just need to roll the dice again.
Okay. Listen, I
Oh,
will use that fucking feature
There.
for everything. It's
How about that?
So good. You did it.
28
Natural.
with
Yeah.
a nat 20.
Okay.
Look,
They-
we just want to know where our friend went. We just want to be reunited with him. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from and have a little bit of sympathy or empathy or compassion or whatever it is that will motivate you to tell me where my friend went.
Hold up a hand. To explain. Looks at the high-fived hand. Puts it away and back at the tea. To explain where your friend has gone is to explain our practice, culture, our proving. He is out proving himself among the other warriors that we have sent out. He's agreed to be a secondary to ensure their safety. They hunt the giant scorpions of this land.
Capable of scorpion hunting too.
Yes, but you are departing much later than they. And they moved at a pace. The island is
Why?
vast. The island is vast and large. We would not know which direction to send you on, and we could not reasonably expect you to be safe enough should you encounter a herd of them.
Do you move in herds?
They are
Giant
more-
scorpions are known for their herds.
They are more tricky, I suppose, than many would give them credit for. Hence why it is good that they prove themselves quite capable of providing a challenge to our young warriors. But one would be
can they-
capable of prey for 12 of our own.
Can they? Can the
Yes.
scorpions fly?
Not to our knowledge, but they are
Okay.
quite large.
I'll just take a quick look, and I will flap my wings to try and fly, and I can't. Son of a bitch! I just want to find Leo.
If you truly want to know the location of your friend, and this is not something we would normally advise, for she's the cause of the curse of this island, but the Lotus Witch is mistress here. And in her tower she can see all.
I don't know if I can necessarily trust someone called a Lotus Witch.
Many have tried to assail her tower for greedy purposes and have failed. And she, as we've stated, is the reason for this island's plight. That the adults centaur here become the scorpions. Our challenge gives them a righteous death. We prove our young capable of being warriors. Occasionally, a bond is formed between a warrior and a centaur, and they are saved the curse, but the Lotus Witch would be able to find your friend.
So to the Lotus Witch then. do you
that is
think,
your wish and desire.
Eliana?
Why did Leo have to just keep going off to his own little adventure?
He means well, he meant well, and he's doing good. That I have no doubt.
One of the Arisian monks will kind of raise the head. Another ship approaches. Were we expecting another group of warriors? They shake their head. And that is when those on the Ultros see that you sail towards an island edged by sandy beaches and calm waters. Land, as I mentioned before, is largely flat, and grasslands stretch out across the island, interrupted only by shrubs and small trees. A solitary structure visible from your ship is an ominous black stone tower at the island's center. And I think it is as your crew is sailing into the harbor, guided by a school of mermaids, whatever the plural of mermaids is where we're going to take our first break for the evening. So, those of you in our lovely audience, make sure to stick around and take care of yourselves because we're going to be doing the same for a little bit. And stick around because we'll be back shortly with more of Scorpion Island. So, yeah, thank you for sticking with us thus far, and we'll see y'all soon. Michelle, you can take us to break. Welcome back, everybody. Last we left our heroes. We had two of them on a beach having a very perplexing conversation with some monks, and the other three were sailing in with the Ultros. The large ship comes to rest nearby the other Arisian vessel, dwarfing it, making the other ship look diminutive in comparison. And I suppose it's for those on board to decide who's coming with. If anyone.
Who's left? Because I think a couple folks went overboard, and I'm not sure if they're there with everybody on the beach.
Leo's with the aspirants doing some proven stuff, and the other two folks are on the beach. So everyone else though is still on the ship. You did make successful saves to not get lost in the whip and wave and stuff.
Okay, I thought I remembered somebody being tossed overboard, but I guess that was fixed or amended.
He was securely roped.
Everything's cool.
Heck. Well, then, yeah. I mean, have we had a day of rest, or have we... No?
You could have taken a short rest.
Check.
And I'd say those of you on the beach could have also taken a short rest at this point.
I'll take it.
I suppose DeFaro will look at Borghild and Calliope and say, "You could ask the muscle to come along," and point to Steros and friends and company who have kind of been following us along. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Or we could just try to go see if they're okay. Come back and get people if we need them, I guess.
Yeah, considering we don't really know a lot about these people, but just have our friends, I feel like it's probably important that we bring some people along. I don't know about y'all, but I'm
You're gonna hear a large
energy.
jump and leap into the water as Folon hits the beach and starts running up.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I didn't know we'd be here! Hell yeah!
I love him.
And Threnos and Eliana, you're gonna watch a centaur charge up the beach towards you all and come to a stop in the sand. What is up, Scorpion Island? Hell of a spot! Come on, let me up top. And he goes for a high five to Eliana's closest.
Or say. Hesitantly, she will oblige.
smack really hard and goes over to the next and then continues to like trots over and then goes over to Threnos. Come on, bomb bro. Don't leave me.
Up high and then right on the flank as he passes by.
Woo! Scorpion Island Kurt here. Hell yeah. Oh, we should get togas.
Very excited. Volon, any particular reason? These ones have been a bit, well,
Oh, dude.
reserved in their sharing.
This is the home turf. This is where I'm from. And I'm not a giant scorpion, so that's like awesome. So I gotta like come and like do a little bragging, a little reconnecting, you know? Gotta see who's still around, who has not turned into a giant scorpion. You know how it is.
Any word about the tower up there?
Oh shit. Lotus Tower? That's
Yeah.
a no-go zone, bro.
Okay.
You do not party at the Lotus Tower. I had a buddy who was like, I'm gonna go touch the Lotus Tower. I have not seen him since. We had some other people come up, and they're like, out of our way! And it was like totally harsh in the vibes with their weird like spell stuff. But then they went to the tower, and we have not seen them again.
Okay.
Dude, it's wild. Straight desert around it, but you can still see like flowers and shit. So you're like, how are the flowers growing in the desert? But, you know, alls I know, bad place. I think that's why we all turn into scorpions.
Does the phrase Lotus Witch mean anything to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I just wondered.
Oh, I think that's the Lily Tower, yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's what they said, but they also suggested she would see where our friend went.
Oh, dude, that is hardcore. If you're going to the Lotus Tower, oh, dude, you'd be a legend. Glad I bonded with you first, because, oh, shit, you'd be top of the menu, dude.
Oh, you say that she might even be the reason you all turned to scorpions?
Oh, yeah. It's like a story that's, like, been told. It's like a whole thing. Something about trees and her being, like, real mad. And then being like, oh, as soon as you become adults, you will have no wisdom because you squandered it and you are gonna be a scorpion. But hey, live while we can, right?
I think we should confer with the group.
Oh, hell yeah. Confer.
Meanwhile, yeah, Calliope probably just like pours over the shore and just like tackle hugs the two party members that are here.
Confer with the group, turn around, glop.
That's unexpected.
Oh my god, I thought we lost you two. Legitimately. How did the mermaids, but there was still so much storm. How did you make it?
Honestly, we just woke up on their ship. That's it. That's all we know. And apparently Leo has gone with some others to hunt scorpions.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Proven dudes. And he's saying that specifically to the three monks who just like look annoyed that one of the centaurs come up to them and like started talking. They're just trying to be very stoic about the whole thing.
That would explain why they travel in herds.
Oh no, dude. I think somewhere deep down, they still think they're centaurs.
And the hunting doesn't bother you?
Nah, it is like irreversible. Honestly, I think that's kind of messed up that we get turned into scorpions at all, and killing us is kind of like an agreement, I'm pretty sure, right? Right, proven dudes? And they nod, and it's long been a pact between Arisia and those of Scorpion Island that a death at the hands of an Arisian warrior is seen as an honorable passing for those who have turned. The centaur of this place aid us, and as I mentioned, sometimes a bond forms between our warriors and theirs. Yeah, and then we don't turn into giant scorpions.
Folon, if you don't mind me asking, about how old is a centaur when this begins to happen?
Oh, like right as you hit adulthood, my dude.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, let's just say for comparison with where you are in life.
Oh, I had, like I said when I met you, I probably had like a few months before I hit the big old pincer claw situation. But now I am good.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, no, I'm all set. As long as we bond, it's all set.
Yeah,
So-
I thought we did a battle buddy thing a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah, battle buddy. And you don't see me growing any pincer clip clap 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 claps.
Absolutely no pincers, no.
Damn right.
Okay, well, so we have some ways forward. We could look for Leo and the others hunting scorpions. Or we could go straight to that tower and see what's going on.
Lotus Witch knows this island. Pursue your friend, you would likely run into many dangers. To seek the witch would also be dangerous. Yeah, like crazy. But you would know no other better source of information.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we've sought out a dangerous woman in a tower.
Kind of become a hobby, hasn't it?
Hopefully that tower doesn't have a room that tries to kill you at each turn, but probably does.
Distressing damsels in towers. Hell yeah.
Oh, full on. I'm not sure if you would have wanted to go through the Tower of the Lady of Coins. It was a horrible time, quite honestly. A horrible time.
Wait. Oh. That was the
That was her, yeah.
that was the other Medusa lady.
Uh-huh.
Where'd she go? Fuck.
You know, we don't need to worry about that right now.
Alright.
Thanks for your understanding. Hold on.
Hey, I got you.
It's a sensitive topic. Look, it was one of several Regency overthrowing events we've participated in at this point.
A very short period of time.
In a very short period of time, we've overthrown
all
a
the
number of kingdoms.
monarchies. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ow.
Only party town here. And there is no party king. There's a party council of equals.
Democratic Party Central.
Hell yeah.
Where is this party? Borkhill just kind of like flops up the shore. Council,
Motions.
I would like to participate.
Motions around. I don't know, dude. They're all out and around. Usually we chill at like groups of like 12 and stuff. We try not to get all together because that's when the scorpions get you.
What?
The giant scorpions. You know, the things we turn into when we become adults.
What the fuck is a scorpion?
I don't think anyone's told her this yet.
Oh,
No.
scorpions are like, they're like crabs, but bigger. And
No, they're arachnids.
Gesundheit.
I'm gonna.
Hey, you'll know one when you see it.
Yeah, because they're huge. My buddy turned into a scorpion. Oh, dude.
Are they like your size, or are they huge, like Leo's muscle?
They're like
is it
big-
what one is it?
they're like bigger than me,
Oh,
but just a little bit. Because like we turn into them. It's kind of like a scorpion changey thing. So we gotta like stay the same size, law of equivalent scorpions.
yep.
If you're turned into a scorpion, it's gotta be about the same size as you were initially. Anyway, we hit up the Lodi Tower?
Yeah, I think Lodi Tower's the way to go, Brody.
Hell yeah. Hop aboard. And he's gonna offer an arm down so you could treat him like a mount.
I will mount full on.
I'll let everyone live in that moment for a half a second, but continue the pace. Is the group, just as are, pushing forward?
Yep.
All right.
I
Well,
guess so.
You guys,
I'm
it's-
scared.
Should we rest? Do you guys?
You
how
did
are you,
get a
how
short
are you
rest.
guys feeling after like getting fucked by the sea?
Some very good tea that did absolutely nothing.
Perfect.
And then we rested while waiting for you. I am still lacking my most powerful spells, but otherwise I'm fine.
I'm healed and out of spells.
Well, hopefully nothing goes sideways. Or do we want to rest on this beach, friends?
I don't know if I like the idea of Leo being out on a place called Scorpion Island overnight.
Yeah, I'll try to manage, but completely above board. I think I can cast maybe one more lower spell, and that's about it.
Maybe we should just wait then.
do you, dude?
How long do these hunts usually last, Full?
Oh, dude, I don't know anything about their proven stuff. We like find them when we can, and then we try to do some, sometimes I heard you do like some bond ritual stuff, which is like, drinking and wrestling and like stargazing and stuff. It's like chill. But, sometimes it doesn't work out. So you just have a nice, cool night of drinking.
Okay. I mean, if everyone's hurting this bad, then yeah, we probably should just rest.
Okay. Well, if you're taking a long rest, the night passes without incident. You think at one point in the night, I assume you all set up watch, that the thunderous sound of hooves clatters nearby, but they don't approach. You note that the three older men sitting don't ever turn down for the evening, but rather wait and sit around the fire, occasionally drinking small cups of tea or eating what seems to be a very bare ration. But the day rises, and now there are 46 days remaining in the Oath of Peace.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling better.
Same.
Now that we're all rested up, does someone just want to like message Leo and be like, "Hey, bro, where you at? Can you come back towards the beach?" Like, would that be an option?
It-
Just gonna look at the magic users here.
It would definitely get us in touch with Leo, and if he's close, That could be helpful.
Yeah, I can do that. Hey, Leo! It's us again. Sorry about that last message. Probably real confused. Come back to the beach. Where are you?
All right, I'm gonna do my best. I mean, yeah, you have 5 more words by the sound of it. Do you want to say anything else to Leo?
Hope you're having fun.
Okay. The response you're gonna get is, "Oh, hey, Defera. I can't come back right now. I'm actually out here with all of these other Arisian monks, and we are hunting the."
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably still talking somewhere, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
How long do you think he'll go?
A while, probably.
Sounds like he's probably having fun, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we just kind of, like, leave him to it, we could get absolutely wasted on this beach.
We could, but if there's something up in that tower that could stop Full-On's people from turning into scorpions, well, I would like to look into it. I mean, it's either that or drink terrible tea with gestures vaguely toward group of old men.
Don't seem to be paying you any mind.
That's fair. Let's go learn some stuff, potentially.
Until the Lotus Witch.
Go visit a Lotus Witch.
All right.
I think it's only fair if we are going to be legendary for this that Full-On comes with us.
Hell yeah. Man, I can't leave you hanging like that, right?
Well, there's no chance that you might become a scorpion while we're here, is there?
Nah, I'm all bonded up. I'm good.
Rad, dude.
Just
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
rest
Can
an
I
arm on his back.
I know. I'm so worried now. What's gonna happen to our boy Full-On?
He's fine. He'll be fine.
I mean, you can make a...
No, we took care of this months ago. Weeks ago.
Are we sure this is how it works?
Well, I mean, not sure that's how it worked, but that's what we did.
Okay.
We hope for the best. We do our best.
But yeah, heading inland. Towards the center of the island. I'm going to draw these little marks. You can't see it on the stream here, but I have a little map. It's all so I'm doing my little dotted marks here. You do truly see a kind of desert forming initially around in like what appears to be a perfect circle. Sand under your feet is warm but not overly hot. For those of you without any footwear, you can still safely traverse this, and Full-On seems to be able to be very familiar with this, mentioning stories of how they'd all do dares to see who would go furthest into the sands before turning around and chickening out, because anyone who got too close ended up to not come back. But the sun above you seems to shine from a clear, cloudless sky. Before you stands a huge black stone obelisk reaching more than 200 feet into the heavens. Entry into this strange tower seems impossible, as even now at a distance, as you're seeing the vegetation grow again in a perfect circle, there are no doors or windows to be seen. Stretching before you in the tower is a field of vibrant yellow wildflowers. And multiple others, as I'm going to move y'all over this so you can see what you're looking at.
Yo, it's pretty.
Let me get y'all on the map as you can continue checking it out if you like. It's also very big, so you're going to be tiny.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
good
it is.
God. Yeah, I was like, where are we? There we are.
I'm little.
Yeah,
So
very little.
small.
Then you got Folon. But yeah, you stand at the edge of a field of wildflowers.
Forward, I guess. I will make my way forward.
Falon, is there anything we should know about the vegetation of your planet? Island? Area?
Dude, I know nothing about the planet. But like, whatever the planet is, I am totally in tune with it. I bet it's great. But
Wait, I meant island. Like, the
Island?
vegetation here of Scorpion Island. Is there anything we should be concerned about? You know, like poison ivy or hallucination drugs? You know,
oh, dude,
anything of that nature.
you probably smoke some of this stuff and it'd get you high.
Right. None of it's gonna poison us, though, right?
Oh no, dude, I've never been in here. And he's just gonna carry on forward with Thronos. Like that's the end of that conversation for him. He's just like, yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, so Thronos and Folon are heading forward. You get the feeling this island is full. Like his life experience has been partying and just chilling out because up until recently he thought once he hit adulthood he was going to be a giant scorpion. So you can imagine an island full of Folons probably wouldn't do a lot of, horticulture.
Sounds like an interesting place.
I don't know. Do any of these plants look like outwardly dangerous? I don't know.
You can make me a nature check, sure.
Nature? Okay.
Defera will just be haphazardly picking them until told otherwise not to.
Sure, so you're also heading forward.
Unless stopped, I'll go all the way up to the base of the tower.
Well, I will need to describe that. So,
That's
Calliope, as you're kind of looking over the edge of everything, they seem like wildflowers. There's lotuses, obviously, some poppies, and other, things you more associate with the mainland than an arid place like this, even if it is an arid, isolated place on an island that is otherwise kind of just shrubby. It doesn't really make sense. But as you all begin to move forward through the field of wildflowers, taking those steps, this will be first experienced by Threnos and Folon. You see the sun move rapidly through the sky now as you get closer, zipping across the sky and sinking into the eastern horizon just as you walk a few steps in. All of you, I assume, are kind of moving as a pack, as a group here. No one's like trepidatious. Perfect, I'll keep doing this whole thing in one bit then. The skies darken around you quickly and it begins to be decorated with twinkling stars. A few moments again as you stand there and the sun again shoots up from the west and sets again in the east. The day-night cycle here repeats over and over. Quickly the sun spinning, stars shining, and as your surroundings become a blur. Suddenly the night sky kind of pops itself back into focus. And you find yourself inexplicably standing, unknown to you as you stepped forward, before a previously unseen doorway.
Well, I really hope we didn't just burn a month off of our clock.
Same.
I'm gonna hope that that's just the plants.
Guess we knock.
Touching the door, you get a solid knuckle on stone, but doesn't really vibrate, but it does give a little bit. It's hinged and seems to allow you entrance.
Alright, Folon, you ready to make history?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Anyone have any thoughts before we do this?
I'm gonna give everyone a good berry again for today. This is not for you, this is for you to give someone should things go bad.
Wonderful.
Alright.
I will crack the door open. Hello? Just going to come in since you didn't answer a knock.
For this for the time being.
Yell or something if we shouldn't.
The only sounds you hear as the door cracks is the sounds of children cooing and some babies crying.
Got a bad feeling about this.
You open the door more fully, and the room ahead of you seems to be some kind of small nursery. Dozens of children, some infants, barely able to toddle, while others are a few years old. Most of them clutch yellow flowers in their hands. There's a variety: elves, humans, minotaurs, centaurs. Piled in the corner here is a variety of equipment. Adult size, of course, but like they're all just kind of hanging out. It's like you stumbled into a McDonald's play place here, only without all like the fun climbing spots. Just kind of they're just all chilling.
What?
You all step into the room.
I don't like this. Yeah.
The door kind of closes with a thud behind you, and you turn around. There's no door.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Are there stairs?
Yes, there are.
Suppose the only way forward is up?
Mm-hmm.
About a 5-year-old walks over and looks up at you all. I'm going to tell you this now, because I'm afraid for your safety. But you must leave however you can. It is incredibly dangerous for you all to be here.
Well, aren't you just a well-spoken little trooper?
Sir, I'm 42.
Insight
Aww, he thinks he's 42, guys.
check. What?
This
How many
42?
is that?
You're 5! What?
You want to make an insight check?
Yeah, I do. That's a child, but I don't like it.
Yo, what the fuck are we gonna
28,
do?
He's telling the
Is this
truth.
gonna be like
He's
a
either
child dungeon,
very
or are we
much
gonna be,
against.
like-
He's either very much like, misled, or he's telling you the truth. You have to listen to me. You have to go up and plead to be released safely. I thought I was a really good, adventurer type and really impressive, but the Lotus Witch did this to me, and now I can't, You need to be very careful and very nice and courteous and just ask immediately to be let go.
You said be nice. Is there anything in particular that this Lotus Witch likes? Gifts? ways that we could be nice to her? Does she
Don't-
like men, women?
Don't try.
Other-
Oh my! Don't do that. I think that's one of the, and he points at a particularly like young baby child. Like, I think that's what one of them tried, and yeah,
Nope,
don't
not like that.
do it.
Got it.
Just go up and beg for forgiveness. You have to see her now because you come here. So
Well, did you know about this? Like being a part of this?
what?
Like, did you have any like bros come here previously and they were like, "Yo, bro, I went and saw that witch." Boy.
Nah, dude, you do not come out of the tower.
And now we see why.
Why did you come with us?
I'm a battle bro here.
So, you're 42.
I've
Eh,
been trying to keep track, yes.
Did everyone here do something to insult her, or did everyone here behave very well and then ask to be released?
Oh, no. She is dangerous if you're an idiot like me.
Olan, you should probably stay here.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I mean, I could babysit, sure, yeah, there's no worries.
Oh, he's too sweet.
But, like, alright, cool. You need help, just, like, call
If
me
he
out.
doesn't come with us, does he get to come out with us? Now that we have willingly
doesn't-
walked into a trap?
Doesn't matter where you hide. She knows you're here. It's her tower.
She's already probably trying to decide what to do with us, then.
So you better head up and plead your case, like I said. And he points back towards some stairs.
Alright, well. In that case, Olan, you should stick with us. Let's try not to be, seen as hiding anything.
Just all the way at the top. Don't take any of the doors. Well, they're not really doors, they're windows, but still, just go all the way up the stairs.
Alright, let's listen to the creepy man kid.
Yeah, if there's no dissent, then, yeah.
You want us to like advocate for you as well, or is this like a you're stuck here forever no matter what kind of
I
situation?
don't know what's going on with me. I mean, maybe when I'm grown again. But if I messed it up, I don't want to get any younger.
Okay. We'll do what we can.
But if you can, I mean, ask for Leander to get some decent leniency, maybe.
Leander?
That's me.
How long have you been here?
And he does the kid thing of like counting on fingers. Just sorry, brain doesn't feel it's all there. Probably about 3 years. Maybe, I don't know. I don't feel like I really know.
Did you start that size? As I point to one of the particularly young ones.
I think so. Hard to tell. Like I said, brain is still.
All right. Well, hearing no dissent, I say we head up the tower.
All right. Heading to the windowed staircase.
Before we walk away, DeFera's gonna give that little kid a flower.
Oh, thanks.
You know, Oracle's chosen, no big deal. Pretty cool group.
Sure, Oracle's chosen. Fairy tale. What am I, 6? Wait,
Oh,
damn
right.
it.
Well,
Dang it. like a very defeated 5-year-old goes.
I'm just gonna take that in. Tefera's just gonna take that in. And then walk away.
Somewhere, Sticky Kid is like, oh, she's thinking of me.
First time I was kind to a kid in this game.
Oh, that
Person,
growth. And all it took was that kid actually being 42.
Yeah, all it took was
them
actually being an adult.
Okay. So there, ahead of you, there's a spiraling stone staircase that ascends the tower. Looking up, it seems to go on forever. Looking up additionally, it's like time must take on a strange quality, because in some you see the full light of the sun, in others it looks like the illumination of the moon. And the whole thing is disorienting. Along the staircase, you begin to notice that there are 7 prominent windows, about a foot in diameter, but tall. Kind of. So, within the first one is that shining light of what must be direct sunlight coming through the tower. If anyone stops to look at any of these, let me know. Or if you just heading up the stairs, not thinking about it, that's also fine.
I mean, why not? Yeah, if we have a second, maybe.
I mean, yeah, what time seems pretty forfeit here, so like it's a little sightseeing. The first window you stop and each look through, and you see this beautiful, expansive vista, rolling fields of grain, and you look for horizon but find none. Please, everyone, make me a religion check. All right. 16, 13, 11, 17. I will say, board killers, you're going to be at a disadvantage for this one.
That makes sense. Religion is here. Nope, that makes more sense.
Everyone, all right. So, actually, it makes perfect sense that Frenos and Eliano might have the best idea here. This matches descriptions of the fields of Elysium, the celestial plane that worthy souls are said to dwell in after they die. Looks a bit too peaceful for worthy souls to be chilling out there for you, Borghild. Your own version of a glorious afterlife, according to your people, is a bit different. But
looks boring. Let's go.
To the next window.
Keep
You
going.
guys, should we be looking out the windows? Just curious. The kid said go straight up. The man kid. Kid man.
He did
as long
emphasize.
as we're not trying to like leave out the windows, we're probably fine, right? I don't know.
That was a creepy ass kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they were being very literal. Or maybe I'm taking it too literal.
You're
The
concerned.
kid
I
really
definitely.
creeped me out. I'm gonna be honest.
I trust your judgment. So I say we eyes forward, eyes front, eyes up.
I'm also still tripping from us seeing like maybe 5 days pass while we were walking up here.
Trying
So,
very
like,
hard not to think about
Trying
this.
not to think
Mhm.
about time, and any
Mhm.
time we pause, I'm worried that we're just losing more.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good plan. Stop looking at windows.
Yeah? Does everyone stop looking at windows, or is there someone who's still curious? The next one above seems to wreathe itself with a dark fire.
Devera has dropped back to continue to at least glance in the windows. She's not going to stare hard, but she's for sure going to look. Apologies to everybody,
No,
but you do be interested.
you stop and look and see what appears to be a plane of dark fire crisscrossed with souls and beings in cages and various forms of torment. Some of them buried up to their necks, others plunged in deep, horrifying things. Would you like to make a religion check?
Cool as hell.
Well, you had heaven. Yeah, this fits the descriptions of Tartarus, the hellscape of the prison plane, where unworthy souls are said to dwell. Those who have broken oaths and been more than punished by those who are set to guard that here where you are. The home of the unworthy dead, and those who have sinned is not quite the right word, but erred egregiously, according to the societal and religious norms of your plane. But yeah, it's not cheery. Everyone else keep clumping up. But there's another window.
I see no window.
Looking through, yeah. Beyond this one, you see, Defera, you see a deep sea of stars, shifting and glimmering in a almost looks like an ocean. And you're amazed that the sky looks so close, that the heavens could be so near to this window. It's almost like this is facing up at the night sky. Is anyone else stopping? Sorry, I want to also check. I didn't see hear any yay or nay from Eliana. No?
Not really, no.
All right. Arcane check from Defera if you'd like. Arcana. No idea. And as it looks like some tentacled thing pulls itself across in the far distance, you turn and there's another window. Keep looking at them all, Defera.
Yeah, Defera's gonna think about how sexy those tentacles looked for a second, and she'll look in the next window.
Not what it was attached to, but the next window seems a dismal place. It looks like hard rock and stone, but cracked with lava and dark fire and a dark... Hello, upstairs neighbors. Anyway, looks like an army of thousands of insect men are marching about in perfect formation. Would you like to make me an Arcana check? Yeah, this must be the realm of Hades. Likely these are where, kind of demon type things, demons and devils must hang out here. You're a little shaky on the details of the 12, but you recognize that it's probably not best to get into here. Go to the next window. It seems a sunny day in that one. As everyone charges up the stairs and Farah, you turn to this one, you see a beach. It almost feels like you're standing, like the window connects directly in the middle of a beach, where two warriors are in pitched combat, shields and swords much akin to your own, though a bit more heavily plated. Beyond them, a great city stands, its walls higher than even that of Mitros, and thick as archers fire overhead. But the warriors here do not clash. They form a circle around the two. One of them has removed their helmet and shows a long, flowing golden hair and is shouting at the other as they circle each other. The other one, dark-bearded and sullen-looking, like they've reserved themselves to die. The golden-haired warrior strikes and they fight and engage in ferocious combat, beating at each other, clearly matched in skill, but the ferocity of the one golden warrior eventually does succeed, ramming a sword deep into the other's guts through the shield. And it feels like the other warrior should have been able to chop the other's skin. You almost look like it glances off. And in the aftermath, you see the golden-haired warrior dragging the other's body back to a chariot. But the other group is moving on, so... Next window.
Yeah.
Well, this one's really easy because it looks exactly like the island you're on, but you feel like you're looking at it from a top-down view, which is very disorienting. And you note that as you kind of almost feel yourself falling forward, this is the only window with a glass cover over it. But you feel like you can see the entire island from here, and you see a little, almost looks like a model version of the Ultros shifting and bobbing in the harbor. You can almost see the little fire there on the beach, and you recognize the tower.
Do I have to see a Leo anywhere? Small group of people.
See a number of small groups of people. It'd be hard to pick out Leo in particular. They all look like ants from here.
All right. She'll keep walking.
The next window is interesting. Requires I do something really quick. Through this, you see a cold and barren looking land, though life here seems to have endured. You see there's prows of ships with ferocious looking faces on them and shields along the side, thinner and faster than the Ultros. Square sails take them across waters and collide with each other, and as you see warriors in armor similar to Borghild's clashing and fighting on shores. The place here looks freezing cold, with what looks to be a kind of snow settling here in great amounts. But you have no knowledge of that place.
How far ahead of everybody is?
They've gotten pretty far ahead.
I'm going to just say, hey, Borghild, I know you were very anti-window. This one seems pretty interesting and relevant to your interests. I said the word interesting a lot. That being said, just don't jump into the window. I don't know how much of these are portals in case you get overly interested in what you see. Or you could choose not to at all. Totally your choice.
I'm just not going to look at it because it could just be some magic that's like, hey, these are places you guys want to go to, and it's not real. I'm trying not to look at anything because I feel like that's a trap.
Right.
Well,
then I won't tell you what's
Probably consider not looking at them going forward.
Oh no, I'm probably going to look at every single one, but I'm definitely not going to touch them, and I'm definitely not going through them. But I definitely want to see what's in them all. So far, I've seen a lot of cool shit.
Watch her while we go up, just in case.
I've seen the island. I've seen what I can only assume is your kinfolk. I've seen space. Amazing. I've seen a lot of cool shit, and she's just gonna keep walking.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, your family, I think. I'll jot down what I see, and she's going to draw little stick figures of.
No, I want to look. This sucks, but I also think it's a trap because a creepy kid. And I'm like, point back down the stairs.
I mean, I'm not trying to say the creepy kid was not creepy, but I've so far looked in roughly 6 of these. And I'm doing okay.
Bet that creepy kid was doing okay at this point, too.
You never know. Maybe he only made it to, like, picture number 2 and then got pooped right back out. Right back down in the baby center of this place. I don't even understand what's happening down there.
Alright. I'm gonna keep going up. Be
Leaving,
careful.
leaving behind the lands of Grimnir, you make your way to another grand set of doors.
Well, I've been opening doors first. I might as well keep doing so now.
You
Oh god, it's a map.
The twisting stairs open to a stone room at the top of the tower. The floors, walls, and ceiling are covered in etched markings and a strange symbology that you don't recognize. A closer look reveals they're roughly made, as if scratched into the rock with primitive tools. At the center of the room, you see a large... Let me go to the GM thing. A majestic winged lion with the face of a regal woman sits in the center. Behind her, a wide window shows the island below bathed in daylight.
No. Not a sphinx.
No, it's not a sphinx. It's a guidance sphinx.
It's
And she rises up. Why have you disturbed my slumber?
I'm gonna lean over to Threnos. Like, give a knock.
What?
You should have knocked.
Would have woke her up anyway. We're looking for our friend. We were told that you are one who sees all. So we thought we might ask.
You peddle lies in front of me?
That was why we first came. Then we heard that perhaps the person in this tower had something to do with the centaurs turning into scorpions. And then we got into the tower and we heard the person at the top of the tower, when displeased, turns guests into babies. Then we rather ominously walked upstairs. Pictures of all sorts of things. I only looked in the first one and then stopped looking. Seemed too good to be true. I think that's everything. As fully and truthfully as I can give it.
Give you a quick little peek of the Lotus Switch. I don't know if I put it on. Are you aware of the history of Thylea? It's important to know history, or you will be doomed to repeat history's mistakes. Those who are oblivious, and as she says, she gets up on all fours, to history, are no better than infants, and they should be treated as such. I wonder whether you deserve to be transformed into infants like the other former adventurers, my children.
I don't know that I can answer that for you.
Then you will
I would-
answer the following. And she settles into what might be called a sort of loaf, relaxed position, but you already, apparent to you, can see the tension in her muscles. There is an island that is called Titan's Folly. The Myrmikes people reside there. Who created them?
I'm so sad that I don't have my notebook with me right now.
Ooh.
It is, it is 3 hours away. I'm so
Better
sad.
start driving.
Fuck.
She waits for an answer. She will not.
Would you be
Rush
willing
you?
to repeat the question? Sorry, I tend to write what I'm thinking, and I don't.
I will
wasn't able to
simplify.
comprehend everything.
I will simplify. Who created the Myrmiki's race?
Thylea created everything. Can we discuss amongst ourselves before we give a final answer?
That would be wise.
Didn't literally Thylea make everything over here?
Well, not exactly. Because remember the whole thing where there was a kind of unholy creation between, was it Lutheria and I'm blanking on the other guy, but the other guy.
Sidon?
No, there was, or was it Sidon and someone else? There was one of the other children. Oh, I'm so sad I don't have my notes with me.
It's okay. I'll give you
hurts
this. Would you like to make me a history check?
Yeah, I
with
would love
advantage, because
that.
I'm sure if you had your notes, you'd remember. But for
Yeah.
those of you who don't remember, I will give you a little hint. You did learn about this at a certain tree.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, there's a whole
it gives
tree
us that,
story.
Yeah,
You didn't know there'd be a quiz on the tree story, did you?
sorry.
Wait, which tree story? Is this the tree story I was involved in or before me?
That was the episode right before you.
Uh-huh.
I watched it. Did I write
I'm
about it?
so sad. I knew that I should have brought like all my notebooks with me, but I did not have the space to bring every single one.
If you feel like someone else would be, because you're putting this in a group setting, I'd be willing to give you an advantage, but I would need to see if anyone else has even like an inkling of a thought. Do we know the fate of what happened to this person? And I'll give you the advantage if you can tell me.
See, yeah, because like wasn't okay, so if we're going by the whole like other child of Thylea thing, right? Like the apples, right? The fruit that like fucking sank and then floated, right? He ended up getting like, was he the one that got imprisoned? I think maybe. I don't know. It's so
I need a definitive
I need the
answer.
names. I'm so mad. I
Anyone else?
should have done it. I should have
Paul,
done
do
it. but I
you happen to know? Does Full On know?
Fallen has no fucking idea. He wasn't there at the tree.
I just thought maybe because he's from Scorpion Island and stuff like that. And all the people we've encountered around here. Maybe.
Dude, she said Myrmiki, whatever, Myrmike, whatever, and my brain just went beep.
Cool.
Y'all were there for the story. If you're willing to, I'll like slowly sound it out, maybe.
Here's the thing: is that Chrissy the player is terrible at things like this because I remember things partially. The way I remember it is that Thylea and somebody were like the creators of the thing, right?
It's
They're the
me.
creators of the whole
Mhm.
space, and then they had, if I remember it correctly, the Titans, right?
Yeah, you're on track.
So then the Titans had a bunch of kiddos.
Well, that's they made
Kinda.
things,
Okay.
right? Like
Yeah,
less
I was gonna
kids,
say,
more
I don't
free.
think
Yeah.
they're kids. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like-
yeah. I'm following you. I'm
this
following you.
thing, and then there was like a bunch of other ones. This is where Chrissy the player gets confused because there was
I'll
there
tell
was
you
the one in the sea.
right.
There was the one. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Like there was the one.
You're talking about the ones you still know that are alive.
Correct. There was the one in the volcano. There's a bunch of them.
All right. You remember the one in the sea, and that's what I'll give you the advantage. The answer is Alias, the creator of Myrmidons, who was taunted was challenged to do so by Lutheria. So Lutheria manipulated him into creating the Myrmidons. They started take over everything, and then Kentamane and Thylea were like, "Oh no, not gonna be monocultured," and put them all onto Titan's Folly, and then banished Teleus to the Nether Sea. In which case, he now
exactly, and now he's under something,
yeah.
or yeah.
He's pulling Lutheria's barge. That's part of the
Okay.
Yes.
So
I
the
I was
answer.
partly there. I was partly there.
You were,
I
I'm sure.
no
I'm sure
name.
if y'all had your note, I know you'd do it. I was just
I
kind of
was
wanted
so
to.
mad.
I want to see how much I could tease it out of your memories. I'm juicing oranges over here. I want to see it.
Learning or remembering all of the names is
It's a lot of
not
names.
going to be
It's a
something I
lot
could
of
do
names.
off the top of my head after months.
Also going to see if anyone in chat would have beaten you to it. Just because I'm purely curious. But Thylea, so your answer?
Is Talius.
Yeah, you can see what I said. And she nods. Two of you are Siren, a people who have gone through much in their lives as a race. What happened to the city of the Sirens?
It was sunk.
You'll notice that as you both answer, it almost, and this is something you all catch, that the sun behind them, what you knew to once be dawn, has already reached noon. Like the time it took for you to think of answers, time has been sped up outside. You have done well. Though the next parts I would have the Oracle's Chosen answer each alone. And her wings raise up, and then magic hits you all as you feel a sort of force envelop each and every single one of you. Her voice is still audible to all of you, but as a whisper. And I'm going to do this in intro order. So, everybody but Defera, please take out your headphones for a second, or remove them, and keep them nearby. Keep eyes on cameras, because I am going to flash my phone for the next person. It will be in overlay order. So Defera, Calliope, Threnos, Eliana, and then Borkild finally. All right. And no peeking at captions. If you're looking at captions right now, you're cheating. All right. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Defera, who is the leader of your group?
Defera's gonna take a second. She's going to think for a second. I don't know that there is a leader, but I would be lying if I didn't say that I wouldn't follow Leo to whatever ends I needed to.
Thank you so much. Please mute. Wait. Yeah. Calliope,
Oh, hey.
You hear the Sphinx's voice in a whisper. Who is the leader of your group?
Fucking oof, man. The first name that came to my head was Leo. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Thank you so much. All right. Yeah. Threnos. The Sphinx whispers in your ear. Who is the leader of your group?
I mean, I suppose it would be Leo. I don't think anyone else has the courage and the drive to be deserving of that title.
Thank you. All right, please take your headphones off. And yeah. I hope chat's enjoying my yaws. Eliana, who is the leader of your group?
Although we haven't had a true leader, I believe everyone believes it to be me.
Thank you. You can take your headphones off.
I can hear you. Don't worry. I had to turn the speaker up.
All right. I'm glad you could hear my yaws. So, Borkild, you are new to these people, but that makes your opinion hold all the more weight. Who is the leader of this group?
Oh. I, being completely honest, have no idea. It would be cool to know that answer, because then I would know who to direct my questions to more of the time. But they all answer questions differently. They all have different strengths. They all have different weaknesses. One person didn't even talk to me the first, week I was with them. So, honestly, I have no idea.
All right, I'm going to the bubbles burst, and the Sphinx looks you all over. You are divided. And as such, there will be penalty. And you watch as the sun hits a point of setting.
Right, is there a group leader that I should know about? Sorry, this has not been clarified with me.
I mean,
It's fine.
we've never officially discussed it, I don't think, but there was no doubt that Leah was to be captain of the Ultros. I've always seen him as a leader amongst us. Was I alone in that?
No, I stated I would also follow Leo.
The next question. Send forth which among you is the weakest.
I'm gonna take a step back. I believe it myself.
I will take off my necklace, hand it to somebody, and step forward.
Everyone okay with that?
I mean, honestly, Threnos, I don't know if I agree. I'm gonna have to also volunteer for this one.
I believe we've had this conversation. I think I have a screenshot of my -2 up there somewhere.
Strength isn't only measured by one thing.
No, but sometimes the literal is easiest.
The Sphinx does not answer, but takes a clawed hand and just marks a line in front of her.
I mean, I don't know, Threnos. I don't know. None of this feels very literal. Because we've literally never also talked about a leader. So I don't know if I literally believe that they mean physically weakest.
But it is
And I have some of the weakest constitution here. I would probably sell everybody out if it meant saving the world, so I've actually tried to do it a couple of times, but have been stopped.
as unnerving as that is. Weakness of will is, god damn it. She writes everything down, you know. As unnerving as that is to hear in this setting where we could all end up as children, there's always an argument about strength and weakness of will. For some, it's as simple as too much chocolate. This is literal and undebatable. I am inarguably the weakest of the group without that necklace on. I think it's our safe bet. That's my thoughts on it. I'm open to yours, of course. Anyone's, for that matter.
Again, I don't think it matters in terms of physical strength. You're the one that's actively gone out and made change when the rest of us have hesitated time and time again. You were the
Fear
one that
reaction of mine. I do when I'm scared. When I lost my mother, I left home. And it ended up here. It worked out well, but look, I take no offense, and I'm greatly honored to hear you all say that, you know, I'm not the weakest, and I understand where you're coming from. I do. But all of that is a question. This is measurable. Right?
I have a question. Could we get clarification on the rule as to what you mean by strength? Or weakest? Weakest in regards to what area?
No.
Awesome.
Send
Thank you.
forward your weakest. Time is running out, and you see the sun setting in the background.
I think the worst part of this is that if we're divided again, it will probably only get worse.
That I have no doubt. I think if one of us simply runs forward and claims it, when there is dissent, we'll be punished as we just were. So for the sake of consensus, do we want to put forward myself as the physically weakest, frailest, sickest? Or do we want to put forth the Fira who has admitted that she would sell us out and has tried?
Or the person who's been turned to stone multiple times.
I was only turned to stone once.
Yeah, I've
Calliope has
kind
been
of beat your
trying
leg
very
too.
hard. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I don't think it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength to come through that on the other side.
We could all just go together.
It's not what she said. I don't think that would end up well. We could.
I think that's the only way we're all gonna agree.
If that's the case, then I will not in any way dissent.
Borghild and Eliana, what are you two doing?
Flexing their muscles in the background and discussing their bravery.
No, I'm very quiet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have two reasons why, and they do not need to be discussed at this moment in time.
I'd like to talk about it. I don't know.
I'm sure you do,
Well,
but you
fuck your
also know
feelings,
why.
David.
Do you want to
You
talk about
know
your feelings,
why.
Eliana?
What?
No. I do. I know Leo. I'm sad. I know Leo.
I mean, to be fair though, like in this moment, like if we're standing between a precipice of all of us getting fucked or one of us getting fucked, Defera is adamantly going to insist that either it's all of us or none of us, because like she has already now admitted that like she is willing to do whatever she needs to do to like accomplish the task of making sure the rest of the world is safe. So like either we are all in this thing as a team together and we stop hiding shit from each other, or we're literally sacrificing one of our friends to possible death.
Why don't we look at it this way? I think there's no argument that I'm weakest of body. It seems there's no argument that you're weakest of will. I think it's a tough debate that Calliope is not the weakest to petrification magic.
Or, you know, the multiple humors that got brought out into the fucking chamber. Listen, there's a lot. I can't pass a fucking constitution save, man.
So maybe there's simply the realization that we're all weakest at something. Brunhild, I know that you're new. Is there any place where you would feel weakest among us instead of strong?
I can get pretty distracted by needing dick in my life. But aside from that, I mean,
That's perhaps where you would be the weakest then, is in...
I mean, you also have literally no clue where you're at.
right, I'm weakest of being from here.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you want to get anywhere else, I think you might need some help. And Defera's gonna give a gesture to the rest of us.
I guess that leaves Eliana. You feel weakest in any way?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
So we all step forward, right?
The
Well, I
lines there
think
on the map.
walks
Fiona.
up to the one side, our side of the line, and just holds out her fucking hands.
Step up to the line and take a hand.
Yep.
We'll reach back and hold a hand out to
I
Eliana.
really don't feel like it's wrong to be weak to the dick. Like, it's nice. It's a good
We're-
time.
We're not saying it's wrong, we're just
yeah.
acknowledging a weakness.
Would rather have your problems than mine, to be fair. That sounds great. Sounds like
Yeah,
a-
bro, you've been struggling.
Yeah.
Visibly so.
Thanks.
Awkward.
Yeah. I'm
I
aware.
will grab hold of his hand.
Eliana?
Yeah.
Group.
Good night, honey. Good night.
Good night.
The camera
Nice.
focus.
Love
The
you.
fucking cameraman.
Cameraman had to capture the sweet moment, but on that sweet moment, we transition to another as the group links arms and steps across the line. And the Sphinx looks at you all, mouth full of predatory teeth. You have done well. I will answer anything you wish, provide what I can. You have succor in my home. Be welcome for a time.
We are grateful. We appreciate your hospitality and would
Do not-
seek your wisdom.
Do not appreciate it, for you have earned it.
We will bask in your hospitality.
Stronger answer, certainly, but still. What may I provide for you?
Is there a way to stop the centaurs from turning to scorpions?
Remove the foolishness from their ancestors.
Well, if their ancestors are gone, then has that happened? Did they learn from it?
No, for they have ruined their chance at knowing and knowledge and wisdom. At one
Th-
point here, the trees were carved with ancient histories of this place. Magical theory, poems, language, love and life were all carved, and upon my return, I found the forest cut for fires and homesteads. They have forfeited their wisdom unless they learn to lean on others.
Is that the purpose of the Pact of Brotherhood? To teach the centaurs to lean on someone else?
Precisely.
How can we return that knowledge to them? To teach a new generation what has been lost, to teach them the right way.
Bring many capable people. In time, there will be no fear of the curse.
Friend Leo, is he safe in here on this island somewhere?
Yes. Step through this mirror when you are done, asking questions of me, and you will be sent to him. She motions behind her, and the mirror zooms in to the island to a group of Arisian warriors with Leo in tow, slowly surrounding what appears to be a horse-sized scorpion.
Looks like he's having a wonderful time.
You should be careful. For speaking too soon leads to many errors. And she pulls out slightly and sees that as they begin the attack, on one scorpion. 2 others are circling around nearby. Though it seems that scene pauses behind her.
Any question acceptable, or would I intrude upon your hospitality to ask something? Anything?
Any question I can answer?
Can Sidon be killed?
Of course. Reduced to thunder and winds.
How can that be done?
Kill him. Any weapon would do. There is no magic protecting him beyond his own strengths and divine condition. To be divine is not to be immortal, or impenetrable, or unassailable. Merely to live longer and have more influence.
We should help Leo soon, but does anyone else have a question to ask?
Yeah, I actually do.
She turns her giant head towards you and stares at you.
What is it inside Lutheria that broke to make her like this?
You speak of psychology, but her domain treads very near to the void. One cannot exist so close and nearby without hearing its call, seeking to even potentially appease it in time.
Mm-hmm.
She turns her head and looks at Defera. Your family knows something of that madness.
Would you care to expand on that a bit?
I can, but I cannot. Speak to your ladies of fate, for it is their place in the weave to answer that question.
I had a strange feeling you were going to say that.
Are there other questions? I have many answers.
I'm gonna jerk a finger over towards Borghild. One of the windows coming up the steps looks pretty familiar for them. What's the likelihood of us getting her back there?
Very possible. You possess the Antikythera, and a Geigen of skill. The Antikythera device can be modified, allowing for travel to many different places. But you will not surpass the veil so long as Kentamane is alive or cognizant. The lands of Grimnir are far. But Borghild might return there someday. They are in need of leadership. Anyone else got any questions?
Okay, maybe one more.
Alright.
Wait, Tony, did you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, you ask. You ask.
How would we rescue the Titan beneath the volcano on Fire Island?
After the death of Sidon and Lutheria, there would be no one to continue to pursue her, but the most expedient method would likely be to allow her to occupy another body. Something grand that could fit a Titan soul, perhaps. The dragons of the Tower of Praxis seem especially hollow. After what Lutheria and the Fates do to them, I think they might be a capable vessel, depending on how empty they've become. Glappy?
Does it ever get lonely up here?
No, I have my children.
Do you ever go down to see them?
Of course. Who else feeds and cares for them? And gives them flowers when they are sad? They may have been fools, but they are still my children. And when they are wiser, they will be better for it. I had a mate in a previous life of mine, but I am happy now, contented. I am not, looks at Borghild, like this one.
I'd mouth that to Calliope.
What did you say?
Weak for the dick.
I see. Okay.
Question.
Yeah?
I have one. Is time really passing this fast, or is this an illusion? If it is passing this fast, do you have the ability to turn back time? And if so, would you be willing to do that for us?
No. To negate the punishment of bad answers would deprive you of a chance to learn a lesson, a chance to grow. I provide strong fertilizer. Is it for you to flourish? By my count now, 45 sunsets remain in the Oath of Peace. The darker conditions make the hunt for the scorpion more perilous, hence why they did not notice the two others coming in close.
We have a task to accomplish.
You have
I'm
many.
sure we could spend the rest of our days getting the answers to every question. Should probably go.
Mm-hmm.
How do we leave? The door disappeared.
Through the mirror.
Through the mirror.
Okay.
And then eventually on to your ladies, and she says this as she looks at Farah. If you're quick, there might still be time to save the young dragon they have.
All right.
Everyone,
So I guess that means we're going.
Goodbye. Be safe. It'll be a shame for you to die.
Thanks.
Before Tefera walks out, she's gonna set some flowers down, and she's gonna whisper really quickly though. One last gossipy. I just want to talk shit for just 1 second. Is Eliana gonna smooch Kira or what? And then she's just gonna jump through this mirror. She's not even gonna wait for an answer.
Hell yeah.
All right. As each of you exits the portal on Scorpion Island,
could anyone
Yeah.
mind if Thrynos is the last one through?
Go for it. When that uncomfortable thumbs up came from me, that was me like moonwalking out, like out the mirror.
moving through a watery, like a top layer of water, you break it and you're out somewhere else. But yes,
Right before I push through, I'd pause for a second. I'll turn and look at her. If I were stronger, could I have saved my mother?
Many ask that question in different ways. You were a child, Thrynos. You were a child, and your father was cruel. But you might save your mother still.
What do you mean by that?
Seek Pythor's old foe, the Isle of the Dragon. Perhaps you may yet prove yourself. In perhaps the only way that seems to matter to you. Farewell. And you less walk through so much as you feel that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that kind of pull you through. And that is where we're going to call tonight's session. So, thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a blast to play. I hope it's a blast to watch and experience from my players and the and the wonderful viewers that we have. We got a few raids, of course, from Sword. I think we got raid from Sword and Key, and I think that's it actually for this time. Sorry, I'm looking at the whole list of raids and I have to like do numbers in my head for like, oh wait, that was like hours ago. Anyway, this, of course, has been Oathsworn as the Dragonlords, and as we are wont to do, we are going to send it once more around in intro order and tell the people who we are, who we're playing tonight, and where we can find more of the exceptional work that we're putting out into the world, starting this time with Chrissy Crits.
Weird to be number one. Strange. Alright, I'm Chrissy Crits. I played Defera Damos, or Medusa Warlock, who is just real confused all the time. Where can you find me, though? On the internet, at Chrissy Crits, wherever on the internet with that handle. You'll find me playing this game. You'll also find me on Thursdays playing another game called All Hail the Queen. And then soon, you'll see me on Fridays playing in Season 2 of The Reclaimers with a bunch of cool folks. So, yeah, that's where you'll find me. Next, yeah, go!
Oh, okay. Hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen, and as per usual, I played Calliope, your local Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks back the Dragon Slayer. You can find me all over the internet at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Itch, I guess Twitter as long as supplies last, Blue Sky, etc., etc. Just find me. It's the best place to figure out where I'm going to be in the TTRPG space next, because I tend to wear a lot of hats and do a lot of things, go a lot of places, and including physically, as you know, I'm definitely not my normal setup with these grandma-ass curtains behind me. I'm, tweeting about cool stuff that I'm doing on my clinical year rotations too. So if you're interested in like vet school stuff, that's where I post about it too. So just find me on those. It's kind of a little preview into what I'm doing next. You can find myself and Corndog every other Tuesday on Enchanting Sorcery as we play Into the Old Mercury, the Into the Woods inspired 5e campaign. It's a great time. Then on Wednesdays, for I guess the foreseeable future, you can find me on Lantern Light Adventures, where we're playing Old Gods of Appalachia, and playing it actually in Appalachia right now is fucking terrifying. It's a great time. That's like the most immediate stuff. There's more stuff coming up in the future, but there's plenty of time to talk about that later. So let's just move it on over to HP.
About Hero tonight, I played Thrynos the Siren Sorcerer Demi-Titan, and there's a rumor that a month from now a game comes back. So we shall see if I get to the end of Rime of the Frost Maiden or not.
Well, we have to. We have to.
at this
It's
point.
survived multiple channels at this point. We have to.
It's ridiculous. As it stands, July 5th, less than a month from hence, Rime will come back. So we shall see.
I'm gonna have to set some fireworks off for that.
There's gonna be apparently a really big celebration. That's probably the most important celebration of that particular weekend. So join us. That's it. That's all I got. I'm on various people's Discords. You can usually find me wherever in there. That's it.
Over to Tony.
Hey, I'm Tony. I played Eliana Legide. Interesting session. And I'll be back here in 2 weeks. That's the only place you can possibly think about me.
Special.
So now I'll move over to Corndog.
Hey everyone, I'm Corndog McGraw. You can find me on the internet at Corndog McGraw. Everyone said what I'm going to be in, so back to you, Turk.
All right. Hey everybody, I am Turk or Turkey Sensitive. If you can answer me these riddles 3. And you can of course follow me on any of the social medias you choose to, if you're down like that. And I am a GM and player right here on Neon Lights Roleplay, but also over on Lost Caravan. This week I will primarily be on Neon Lights Roleplay this Wednesday with Bioshock Peace. But every Thursday, and this Thursday will be the finale for Season 3 of Impossible Landscapes, the Delta Green campaign over on Lost Caravan RPG. So I'll probably be taking a little bit of a break, but next week I'm on Lost Caravan, and the week after that, most importantly, I'll be back here on Neon Lights Roleplay for the week. But Monday, you can catch me right back. 2 weeks from now on Monday, you can catch me right back here. We find out what's happening with these scorpions we've heard so much about. Anyway, this is always a joy. Those of you in chat, I really do hope you've enjoyed. Cast, I cannot thank you enough for continuing to be incredible players, people, and members of, just willing to deal with my bullshit.
No, you.
And every episode is my favorite. I feel like every single time I come out of it, and it's true. This was incredible, and I'll tell you all about it after we get off the call. But the most important thing to remember this. Only truth you have to care about is the one that's inside of you, and the one you hold true with all your friends, and that even the gods are bound by oaths and prophecy. And according to a sphinx, you can kick him in the dick. Thank you all so much. I hope you have an exceptional night, and I cannot wait to see you all again. Good night. Michelle, please take us out.
Bye.